Hello, my name is Father Jesse Esqueda. I am a missionary oblate of María Inmaculada. I'm the superior of the Baja California Mission and also the chair of the Youth and the Young Adult Committee for the U.S. province. This message is not just for the youth, it's for everyone. And this could be a very difficult time. I know we're concerned for our well-being and the well-being of our friends and family. I know we're afraid about the economy or for the future. And now more than ever is when we have to look for hope, we have to look for the blessing. So I'm going to tell you what I do, what works for me. I was assigned to Tijuana, Mexico, 6 years ago, to the Baja California Mission, to the poorest and the largest parish in the Diocese of Tijuana. Here we see extreme poverty every day. I met students that are intelligent and wanted to go to college, but could not afford it. People that worked 48 hours a week, making $65 to $70. Elderly, people in their 60s and 70s, bagging groceries at supermarkets for tips. And that's how they survived. Now on top of that, you add the coronavirus. And things just got more difficult for these people. Many factories are closing, so you think, how will the people survive? They get a salary for a few weeks, but then what happens next? The elderly that were sent home for their well-being, that were living on the tips that they were making at the supermarkets, how will they survive? And again, it could be overwhelming. But this is now more than ever when I have to look for the blessing. And I have. I'm so grateful with the many people of the U.S. for their concerns and their help. I am moved by our young adults here that are so willing to help. We started a program bagging groceries, bagging bags of food for people. People could come and pick them up here at the church, or our young adults take them to their houses, to the poor, to the sick, to the elderly, to make sure that they have food during this pandemic. And it's beautiful to see their compassion. The National Science Foundation says that we have about 60,000 thoughts every day. And 80% of the thoughts are negative. And 95% of the thoughts are repeated thoughts. We think the same thing over and over and over, and it's usually negative. And that could lead us into depression, deep sadness. So we have to be aware now, especially when so many negative things are coming our way, and we have to be intentional about refocusing our mind and our energy. This is what I do. I practice gratitude every day. Before I get up, I think of 5 things that I'm grateful for. At the end of the day, I think of where I saw the hand of God. And this is retraining my mind to look for positive things. Another thing that I do is I practice what St. Ignatius tells us. St. Ignatius has 14 rules. And rule number 6, he says what to do when faced with desolation. He says prayer, meditation, examination, and penance. 4 things. So when he talks about prayer, he says petition God. Ask God, Lord, I need you. So when you're feeling overwhelmed, say, God, I need you. Help me to be positive. Help me to find your blessing. Help me not to get overwhelmed by fear. Meditation. To meditate. That you've been in dark places before and God pulled you out. You've seen difficult moments and you've survived. Think about it. This is temporary. By meditating on that, it eases the tension and the fear. Meditate. Examination. He says to examine your thoughts, your feelings, not to go with them. So you're having a really bad day. You're being very snappy with your friends or your family. Stop yourself and examine what's going on. When did I start feeling like this? Maybe you saw something negative on the news or somebody said something that made you upset. When you examine it, you have the option of not going with it. You have a choice. And then finally, penance. And penance simply means go against your natural tendency. You don't feel like praying today? Pray and pray even longer. You don't feel like being compassionate today? Do it. Go against your natural tendency. Prayer, meditation, examination, and penance. Those are powerful tools during this moment of difficulty. This moment of darkness, like St. John of the Cross tells us, the dark nights are great opportunities for us to grow. Young people tell me, we can't wait to go back to normal, Father Jesse. And I tell them, no, we don't want to go back to normal. We want this experience to make us better, to make us more compassionate, to make us people of deeper faith, and for us to value the freedom that we have, our health, and our family. May God bless you and your family.